Yo, y'all know what it is. It's I the Most High. One half of Reasonable Wrestling. Tapped into the joint Rolla solo. You know what I mean? Solo's rotation. Um, Last week, it was, I really did want to get on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Last Thursday. Um, but you know how it happens. Family and everything like that. The joint roller is in currently a transitional phase. You know what I'm saying? Me and my family currently trying to close on a little situation. So I'm out of pocket. I'm out of whack. You know, my guy Chidi's still in Africa holding us down over there in Nigeria. So um, it's not as fluid as we would like it. But we got to tap in, man. We got to talk about tons of shit that's been happening in the world of wrestling. Um, First and foremost, today's Monday, so we can talk about last last week real quick. Just working backwards. Friday was a hell of a night of wrestling, right? Um, Montreal was an excellent show, great show. Front to back storytelling was amazing. I'm on my Stephen A. solo shit right now. My Dax to Axe how was solo match. But I'm gonna sprint through it. I'm not gonna spend too much time because I don't really have a lot of people to bounce off of or have anybody bounce this off of. So I'm just gonna get my shit off. Get my shit off. Anyway, um, Sammy. Sammy's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sammy Zayn. Uh, had a hell of an ovation in Montreal. Had a tremendous show in that Fatal Five Way. But we got Sheamus coming out. Sheamus, Gunther, however we pronounce it. It's gonna happen. Clash at the Castle. That's gonna be a fantastic match. That's gonna be a really great match. Um, Outside of that, we got um, off that show, nice little Shotzi Live match. It's really great. Shout out to Twitter. You know, Twitter allow niggas to get their shit off, and then you know the they then they able to put it on TV. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is vital in this day and age, where you just kind of just you, sometimes you gotta scrap it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta ball it up and throw it away, type shit. You know what I mean? So Liv and Shotzi was a really great one off. I love what they did with Shayna at the end. Where Shayna just, let the youngin know. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's shark, if it's blood in the water, the shark gonna eat. You know. So Liv look like a gullible champion right now, which only will enhance either her win against Shayna. Me personally, I think if Shayna loses again, she has no teeth, right? And I think Shayna is really best valuable when when she has teeth. I think Shayna as a dominant performer is necessary for who she is. You know what I'm saying, or what she does. Um, with that being said, I think that off of that SmackDown, you talk about the conversation between Sammy and Roman. You know the little whatever's going on with that. I love Roman and Drew's little situation. Um, uh, at the end of the night, you know what I mean. Also, uh, man, it was great to kind of just be entrenched in the moment, right? Like just it was a freedom watch, right? I wasn't necessarily expecting too much, wasn't really like needing for anything to happen, you know what I'm saying? But it was a great freedom watch, you know what I'm saying? So um I was very intrigued watching Friday night. And then you top in a Rampage. They started off hot with Private Party, Swerve My Glory, which was amazing. Listen, Jay, you held me down all weekend, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know I'm not Brandon Phillips. Shout out to my guy, you know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to Brandon Phillips, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to that sledgehammer too, you know. For those who watch Rampage, know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Jay, was it Rampage or Dynamite? I think it was had to been Rampage. You know what I'm saying? Let me not get the tripping. Um, but anyway, Rampage had a couple good spots, couple good stories, couple good progressive things happening. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I know me and Chidi should talk about like Rampage and Dynamite being their standalone shows. They're not, right? It's very much of a blend between what's happening on Dynamite and on Rampage. So I don't like how it ended. I'm gonna just be straight up. Dustin and Claudio, that ain't it. That ain't it for me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, First and foremost, if there's ever a nigga that don't need to be wrestling, it's Dustin. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect. I fuck with Dustin. Dig. Like, I fuck with the natural, you know. But a championship match? Really? Claudio ain't carrying enough, you know? All right, so I ain't gonna harp on that, you know. We'll see. Oh, while we're on the topic of AEW, CM Punk, his little situation, you know, I ain't really in the weeds because, you know, I don't really be following the scuttlebutt like that, you dig? But seems to be some issues between him and some of the guys in the back. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Phil Lindsley from Grassfitty. Um, we was having a conversation, and I was like, you know, he had did the article for Punk, and he was ready for the summer of Punk. And you know, I'm like, well, you know, how does this fall kind of mirror what the projection of the summer of Punk was? And he was essentially, it was like, you know, business as usual. He feels like, you know, of course there's a delay. I don't want to speak there, but you know, of course there's a delay, but um, it looks like that there is going to be a continuation in who CM Punk or what CM Punk was supposed to be doing. Now, it might be a little bit of tweaking of how CM Punk does it, which I think makes for a little bit more compelling on character, I'm saying on television character, right? I think however we get the most authentic CM Punk, where you know it's portrayed and this. Listen, we get mad at wrestlers not being actors, but they're actors, right? They're actors. When you don't have to act as much, you know. So Punk's, you know, happy to be here. You know, just one of the guys. Like, nah, Punk been that Punk been that pompous asshole for a while, right? ROH, WWE, MMA. Yeah, like his reputation precedes him. Shout out to Currency. Yeah, and you know, it doesn't really necessarily feel like that Punk is getting that hero's welcome back. And I agree with the homies that's in the locker room. Like, yo, if I built this bitch up, by my, you know, with the homies, and we got the TV deal, and we hit the road, and we got it sold, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got the action figures, like, we got it to the point where CM Punk came back to add something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't add value to something if there wasn't value already there to add to. You dig? So, like, if I'm Paige and I'm Mox, and like Moxley, right? Moxley got a championship run during the panty. No fans, no agent. Like he didn't get what now is given to Punk. And I'm like, yo, if I'm Moxley, if I'm Page, right? If I'm the number one draft pick of the team, right? And if I'm the big free agent signing to kind of get, like, hell no, you ain't getting this grizzle. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see how that goes because they moved, they bumped, uh, what looked like an all out main event to next Wednesday. So, guess I got tune in next Wednesday. You dig? You know what I mean? Now, I'm not sure if they're gonna. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have no speculation. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm intrigued. Moxley Punk Wednesday night. You know, shout out to Lee Moriarty and Daniel Bryan, 2 out of 3 falls. That was amazing as well. All that happened on Wednesday night. And after that, after that match, we had a little situation with when Jericho attacked Bryan Danielson, and Garcia was like, "Whoa, man, come on, bro, ain't it like that?" And that nigga Jericho was like, "Side you on?" You know what I'm saying? So um, that's gonna be a nice little interesting dynamic, especially, you know, the acceptance of Dan Garcia and the Blackpool Combat Club is gonna be difficult to have if they're gonna have any continuity. If they're gonna continue the continuity of Yuta and Garcia, right? Like, where do they kind of, shake hands on that? You dig? So, but I think that'll be a welcoming addition to the Blackpool Combat Club. Um, Damn, what else happened? Um, I'm quick blanking right quick. But, we're going as far as last Monday to this Monday, right? So really no need to talk about last Monday Raw. We got this Raw coming up. But I do want to mention that Ciampa and Bobby had a fantastic match. Fantastic, right? They had a fantastic match. And Ciampa lost honorably. Bobby won heroically. And just the character development and the growth between or involved with all of the current roster that's available right now. I think is admirable, right? Because I think that's what a lot of fans was asking for, right? A lot of fans were asking for attention to detail, character development, just a little bit of shuffling of the deck, right? Um, and it's crazy in the analogy, and I was listening to the Lebatard show, and they were saying how difficult it is with the basketball for them to shuffle a deck so many times, right? Because when you pick up a deck of like playing cards, you know what cards is in that deck, right? It's really hard to really be surprised that you pulled a Jack of Hearts and you know what I'm saying? Hey, I look tired. I am tired, kiddo. Shout out to the little nephew pulling up on me. Um, but I believe that the reshuffling of the deck that they are going with now, right, where you can't be surprised that it's the 3 of diamonds or you know what I'm saying, a 5 of club. Like the roster is what it is. But the way the game that you play, right? Tunk, Gin Rummy, you know what I'm saying? Spades, Bizwiz, right? What you do with those cards actually matter. Like if you play I declare war with them mugs, that shit gonna get boring over some time. You know what I'm saying? I declare flip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that it's no ingenuity within the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Bizwiz where the bottom card where you shuffle the deck and the bottom card is the trump card. all right, cool. Every hand is gonna be a different trump card. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say trump card because Trump is a it's a weaponized word now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a trump card. The what card? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so but that's what I'm getting to, right? Wrestling right now with the roster, like can't be you're not really surprised of what you got with the roster, but how it's given. Like me, shout out to Bailey being back. I love Bailey being back, and if anybody got remembrance of Bailey and Bianca was that feud during the pandemic. Bailey and Bianca was one of the things that got Bianca prepared to be the megastar that she was because she was dealing with somebody again. We're talking about character development who just took it up another level in her game with Bailey. That feud was about to go. What was last woman standing, right? Last woman standing match, right? Bailey and Bianca was a couple weeks away from a last woman standing match before Bailey injured herself training for the match. Extreme Rules is October 8th. Between now and October 8th, gotta make me care. Make it matter. You know what I'm saying? I think that makes the most sense. Bailey, Bianca, Extreme Rules. You know what I'm saying? Oh, gotta shot. See, that's why my nephew's here. You know what I'm saying? Hit row. Yes. Hit row. Man, what a surprise that was the last couple of Fridays you did. Hit row came back 2 Fridays ago. So the Friday before last, made a surprise entrance, and then last Friday they was in Montreal. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy because Cheaty's been on the pod. It was like, I'm gonna call a nigga Tahiti Miles. You know what I'm saying? That's it, right? And I think that's his name, Tahuti. Tahuti. I think his name is Tahuti. I'm sorry, my bad. He's like, I'm gonna call him Tahuti because that's who I know him as. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, my nigga back. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that we had talked about. Triple H bag on that. I got a bag on them. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, you got a bag on them, little Neff. What else we got going on that came across? Like I said, I'm not really into the scuttlebutt of what's going on with Punk and Mox and Page and all that, or even with Kenny Omega makes his return. We talking about returns, right? Kenny Omega returned last Friday, and the AEW, trios tag match with him and the Young Bucks versus Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Roosh. That was Wednesday. I'm sorry. That was Wednesday. I'm sorry. He made his return. Wednesday, and that was highly anticipated, and that was very. The story that they're telling is going to be a great one because Kenny is one of the best storytellers of the modern generation right now. As far as not only go as far as like in-ring psychology or storytelling, just like he tells a really good story, right? He's not the best speaker, but he's captivating. He knows, like, for instance, when he spoke Japanese, right? Storytelling. You dig? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just little things that he's able to do within character, or within his character, or within his frame that he's on screen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kenny. He's gonna only make that division and make the roster a little bit more better. We got Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. That's gonna be happening at All Out for the second time. I mean, I feel like Tony gotta take it, right? Like, Tony gotta take that, Shit, man. Like this week of wrestling was pretty. Well, I said last week of wrestling was pretty good. But I think this week, is going to be better for the simple fact that that they're building, right? They're building to something, and We got Clash at the Castle in the third. I think we got All Out on the fourth, right? And then that takes care of September. And then we roll into Extreme Rules that happens for WWE in October. And then we got Saudi and Survivor Series that happens. Uh, we got Saudi and Survivor Series that happens um, in November. You know what I'm saying? But with AEW, I just think that the continuity uh, of storytelling, right? That it's convoluted, but I'm gonna give them GD Sam too hard. GD Sam too hard. And I guess you dig, but for the most part, like when you got Dynamite, you got Rampage, you got now the influx of ROH. You know what I'm saying? I think for the most part, you have to kind of like you gotta learn how to cook first and foremost, right? You see something online, you see all these ingredients that's needed, and you go get those ingredients, and you're like, okay, right? And I think that's what's happening with AEW. There's a lot of ingredients to make whatever dish is necessary. You don't have to put it all in a pot and make a gumbo. Like you can make us a 5, 6, 7 course meal where you give us digestibles of everything. And I think that you know, wrestling fans were so famished, right? So starved. So Tony did make it a smorgasbord. He made it a buffet. And shout out to Kenny still having a vision like, okay, no, we set out to be and do something different, right? The consumption of wrestling is necessary because the consumption of wrestling needs a balance, and it's necessary to have that balance. You know what I'm saying? So I think with that roster, again, we talk about we got Jade and Athena, that storyline going. Shout out to Chris Statlander. I hope she gets better soon. But that was something that we was looking forward to. Jade and Chris. But we got Jade and Athena, Miro and House of Black. We got Ass Boys and the Acclaim, Darby, whatever he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got, again, Thunder, Tony, Britt Baker still lingering around, Jamie Hayter still lingering around. You know what I'm saying? Like that tag team division is thinning up a little bit, but shout out to Swerve and Keith Lee being on top of that division. I think for the most part, that tag division. I think for the most part that tag division was the backbone of AEW, and I think it still has the potential to be. Now, what I would like to ask for AEW is that we get a little bit more backstory. I'm tired of seeing fuses take place backstage, right? Bump into me backstage. Hey, I see you in the ring next week. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's easy. It's simple. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not that hard to conjure up, you know. But when I say the tag team being the staple of the division, well, Bucks is taken out of that tag team right now, doing the trios joint. I think right now Swerve in Our Glory needs a foe, and just taking on challengers won't necessarily. It's the same thing that we talk about with Hook. Hook needs a foe, right? He need a foe. No, and then like he ain't gotta be necessarily equal, but I mean it can be somebody who can pose a threat, somebody that can make him work a little bit, break the sweat a little bit, like you know what I'm saying. So I do think with AEW as well as WWE, I think that they are in a period of time where it's the fall, right? going up against football, where I think a lot of right, and I never want to be. Shout out to Ryan Satin. I don't ever want to be a Ryan Satin type of nigga, where my life is solely based on just wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you miss out on a lot, right? We talk about sports and we talk about, those things matter because 52 weeks out a year trying to make the best thing possible, and 30 million people gonna watch Dolphins Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, all right, so at some point in time, you gotta know when and how to structure stuff. And I think these last 5 months of the year, right? We got 5 months left in the year. September, October, November, September, October, no, 4 months of the year. These next 4 months, last quarter of the year, I think it's gonna give a nice little even burn for my drink rollers. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna give a nice even burn to the product. Like I said, some stuff is cooking too fast, some shit is canoeing. You know what I'm saying? I think right now, um, slowing it down a bit, knowing that people are going to be judicious in their watching, so therefore you can be judicious in your storytelling. I think that might be best. You know what I'm saying? Um, Man, what else I was gonna come in here and rap about real quick? Oh, Black Girl Magic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Girl Magic just having October 19th. I'm sorry, just having August 19th in Brooklyn. They had a great showing, great turnout. Shout out to Jobber Slam. All right, give me 1 second, right? Jobber Tears do an event, and I believe it's Jobber Slam. It was the day after. So I just want to. Yep, it was. Okay, boom. Jobber Slam 2. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to know if it was Jobber Fest, Jobber Slam. So I just wanted to make sure. You know what I'm saying? So Black Girl Magic happened on the 19th. Jobber Slam happened the very next night. Shout out to independent wrestling, Black independent wrestling. Just want to, whatever we can to try to support that, shout out that, mention that, signal boost that, whatever we could do, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to do that. And also shout out to Victor Perry, the great uh, educator out there who has the wrestling club, raised $10,000 to get his kids to go to WrestleMania next year. That's amazing, brother. That is truly amazing. You're a blessing, and we gonna, uh, you know, we're gonna try to do our part, whatever these things show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, with a sponsor to, Black Girl Magic, want to donate. You know what I'm saying, to get the kids out there. We want to be we want to be a revolving door of blessings to what this is and what this do for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just gives us an outlet. Wrestling just gives us an outlet to decompress, smoke a joint, get away from the kids, talk some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or sit down, watch it with your kids. And like, again, we talking about Victor Pay, it's sixth graders, like they're influence, right? Then again, we talk about the storytelling and the sophistication of storytelling, and what these kids and us and everything kind of attached to. So shout out to the writers and the producers and the creators and the performers of wrestling, who have to then kind of take this transcript and then transcribe it through emotions and physical feats and stuff like that, man. It's amazing, man. Everything is wrestling, man. I appreciate it. Tonight I'm gonna tap in Monday night. You know what I'm saying? Watch Raw, and the wrestling week starts tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get on here. I know Chidi would have been upset. We missed too many days of not just, you know, satisfying the thirst of, of thought. You know what I mean? Like, cause I've been talking to my guy like a week and a half, letting them enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? So these wrestling takes I'm getting off. Shout out to my brother Twin. Shout out to my brother Rich. You know, the group chat just been firing off, but you know, I haven't sat down and said any things. Once again, it's the Most High, the joint Rolla. Not tap in when I tap in. Peace.